Hi, and welcome to the first in our new series, Stamp Titles for Scrapbook Pages, featuring banana frog stamps. Today we're going to start with just the basics, so you won't need anything special, just your letter stamps and an acrylic block, plus a black dye ink pad and a pair of scissors, along with your scrapbook page that's ready for a title. To start simply, we're going to stamp the largest words in the title on white cardstock using black ink. Just peel the stamp from the storage sheet and attach it to the acrylic block, and then ink it with black dye ink. The combination of the clear stamp and the clear block lets you see exactly where you're stamping, though the placement isn't really going to matter for this particular title because we're going to cut it out. So you're going to stamp each letter on plain white cardstock. Since we're going to cut these letters out individually, leave space between the letters so that it's nice and easy to cut them out. You can clean banana frog stamps with a baby wipe. When I'm stamping titles, I like to stick the stamps back on the sheet as I go and then clean the entire set when I'm done. But you can clean each letter as you stamp if you prefer. Now, dye ink dries really quickly, so once you've stamped your letters, you'll be ready to cut them out. This stamp set is called Bugmo Jiggler, and it's great for letters that you're planning to cut out because the letters are really blocky, so there's no fancy curves to worry about with your scissors. Just follow the letters around with the edge of the scissors, and you can cut either right on the line or leave a white border, whichever you prefer. With the letters cut out, we're almost ready to turn them into our title. There's two little things that I like to do to give the letters a little nice finish at this point. One is to shade the edges with distress ink and a foam ink applicator. Since I stamped in black, I'm using black soot distress ink for this, but you can use the same ink that you use for the stamping if you prefer. I just find distress ink is great for edges and shading, while I prefer something a bit stronger for stamping the actual letters. And then once I've put the ink around all the edges, I'm also going to add some tiny pop dots to the back of some of the letters so I can layer the two words in the title and create some dimension. Adding pop dots or foam tape to the back of stamped letters means you can use them just like thickers or letter stickers, and that dimension will be really easy. So now I'm going to get my half-finished scrapbook page. When I scrapbook, I tend to start by building a background of patterns and colors with my photos and leaving a room for some titles and journaling. That's where these letters are going to go. I'm going to mix in some other lettering here too on the finished page with a label and two different kinds of letter stickers to make a long title. But these words are going to be the focal point of the title, so I want to start with them and get the placement just right. Then I can build the other parts of the title around those letters. To find the best placement, I move all the letters into place before adhering anything. I like to make the letters overlap various elements of the page, like how these letters are going to overlap just a bit of the empty space in the photographs to bring the title and the photos together in the design. I also like to offset the letters so that once I place one word, I'll try to arrange the second word so the letters fit into the gaps from the letters that are above. At this point, I finished the page with the rest of the title, the journaling, and a little bit of embellishment, like adding one little gemstone to a random polka dot on each of the letters. It's nice and simple. I love pages where the title is actually most of the embellishment, so even though the stamping here is a very simple technique, it's still a look that I love. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon with another technique for stamping on your scrapbook pages.